Okay, hey everybody. Welcome to I'm No Hero's launch party. And that time just right because the background was the I'm No Hero cover for a little while. Couldn't have planned it better myself. But anyway, thank you for joining me for yet another I'm No Hero live stream. I'm No Hero is live today. You can order your paperback copy or ebook copy via the link down in the description or over in the chat. And yeah. It's all good. Okay. So for some odd reason my live chat is not showing up. There it goes. Alright. Hey Mel, welcome. Thank you for joining me even though that you are still at work, and I am going to figure out how to do this whole highlighting the chat thing so I can pull it up and y'all can see it up here. But until then, yay. Hey Cat Paw, forgot this was today and for once the notification came before the event. Awesome! I'm going to try to go live like a couple of minutes before the schedule time, just so maybe YouTube will pick up on the notifications a little bit better. Yeah. So far, it worked this time. We'll see if it'll work next time. But anyway, yeah. So welcome to the launch party. The first book that I had a little unboxing doing. It was this beast, this wide thing, and I realized that I needed to reformat it because the margins were huge, and yeah, it made it well over 700 pages. Now then, I have reformatted it, and this is the new I'm No Hero. It's sleek. It's nice and thin. It's not as heavy in the hands, and yeah, the margins are perfect. It fills up the whole page, and I tried to make the font decent size, that way it doesn't strain y'all's eyes too much and my eyes whenever I reread it. But yeah, thank you, Rita. Thank you for joining. And if y'all hear the growlings and grumblings and different things going on, I do have both dogs in here and they're being themselves because they always have to be noisy whenever I go on stream. But yeah, I'm No Hero. Now, as you can see over here with the images, I set up kind of like a background thing. It's my overlay. I kind of wanted to show you guys some of the things that I made for I'm No Hero to kind of keep it fresh in my mind while I was editing and basically butchering it to put it back all together. I wrote I'm No Hero, hand wrote it, and it took up one notebook and about a quarter of another one. And the first round of edits was me transcribing it from those notebooks into I think I was using Dabble at the time. I think I transcribed it into Dabble. So yeah. Oh well. Anyway, from there I made some character aesthetics and some place aesthetics just to help me get through editing, because editing I'm No Hero took me 5 years. I finished writing the first draft of I'm No Hero the summer before I started this channel, or the summer that I started this channel, and it went from there. Yeah. It was a long time. I sat on it a little bit too long, needless to say, and it's not going to be my best work, but it is a good piece of work. So this image is Nadasha, and what I've used for her. She has kind of a brown green eyes, and she's very thin. This is Tasp, one of her besties. He is kind of like a elf race. They pull their power from sunlight. This is Blairy in his magnificently soft beard. He is our priest character in the party. A lot of comic relief with him. This is Spasia. She's our kind of barbarian slash DPS character, and she's scarred up and all that good stuff. She's a very good character. Tori is a prince. He's Prince of Lampris, like the 6th one, I think I've made him. He was 4th, but now he's 6th, I think. Clara is a princess of another country called Asia, which Nadasha, our main character, lives closer to Asia, and she deals with Clara a lot more. Sterla is a Stygra. She is of another race other than human, and she is, yeah, you'll get to know her. Steer is the pirate prince. He was a pirate turned prince. But all of these characters are part of Nadasha the hero's party, and they have to go and fulfill quests, kill monsters, figure out some puzzles, and all the while they are trying to figure out why this is happening now. The last hero was well over 50 years ago. And what heroes do in this world is they are proof to the gods that humans are ready for magic. All of the other heroes before Nadasha have failed. But will Nadasha fail as well? Yeah. With it being 50 years between heroes, the quests seem to come quickly, and they're not quite a fit for Nadasha. Most quests fit the heroes. Nadasha is a person who, she uses daggers. She knows how to trap things. She knows how to fish. None of these quests fit her. All of these quests should be someone who is, big and brawny and has fought several monster type animals. Nadasha is not that person. So yeah, they're trying to figure out why these quests are happening the way they are and who's behind it, because somebody is definitely behind it. And there's a whole bunch of political intrigue kind of tied in there, and yeah, you'll have to read to find out the rest. Okay. Next, I want to talk a little bit about Lampris. Now, Lampris is one of the largest countries in the section that Nadasha knows of the world, because she does not know all of the world. That's for certain. But Lampris is part of a group of countries that make an isthmus between a larger continent and a smaller continent. So Lampris is the biggest country in that isthmus. Lampris has a odd history. There's the capital of Galanis that I tried to make using a little bit of AI, but it didn't quite work out. And here's the map that I made in Incarnate, and I'm kind of covering up Galanis right here, but this is the capital city right here. It's all the way to the east of the country. So I made Lampris kind of like North Carolina, where my hometown of Murphy is closer to all the other capitals in the states surrounding than Raleigh, North Carolina's capital, because I wanted to do that. And yeah. Lamprey, like I said, as all countries do, they have kind of like a dark past. And Natasha learns a little bit more of it as she does these quests, and that dog is snoring so loud. I apologize. So yeah, Lamprey is made up of technically 4 different races. Humans, which is what Natasha is. Tasp is a Welkin, our kind of elf sunbathers, if you want to call them that, because they do gather their power from the sun. And Stygra, which is our darkness magic. It's our earth magics kind of race. I made Stygra more like, not necessarily ogres, but it's kind of a mix between human and a the name just left me, but a horned type creature. Yeah. They like to dwell deep into the earth, in caves and everything. Darkness is their friend, and they gather power from the earth and darkness. And then the next race is rogue. Rogues are half human and half of a particular animal. Most rogues are in 5 different clans. There's bear, bird, reptile, fish type, and a equine type. Yeah, sorry. Brain is not braining today. So yeah, humans and rogues are the only ones that have not fulfilled the quests in order to be good enough for the gods to give powers to. Stygra were the first to gain powers, and Welkins were the second to gain powers. Humans are working on it now with Natasha, and rogues will be after Natasha completes and either fails or wins the powers. Now, if she wins the powers, then the rogues will be set up on their own hero's quest in rotation. If she fails, the humans have to have a go at it again, and the rogues still have to wait. Why the rogues still have to wait, I don't know, because there's 21 gods, and they should be able to multitask, but the gods are kind of, not around. So that's one reason. Now then, one of the beasts you'll see in a picture here soon, I called the cockit. What I made of it was, it's a phoenix type, and it is a mix between, say, like a phoenix, a cockatrice, and sometimes cockatrice have scorpion tails, so phoenix and cockatrice. It has 4 big, huge, flaming wings. It has a scorpion tail. It has large clawed talons, and it has 4 eyes as well. And it talks. Yeah, I was going to read you a scene about the cockit, if I can find it. There we go. What shall we do today? My heart stopped. The pebbles and rocks at my feet shook slightly with that thunderous voice. It echoed deep in the peak. It bounced around under me. I looked around and back toward the desert. Nothing. No one was there. Was that it? Was that the beast talking? Should we go see if we can find Daddy again? Daddy? This thing has a daddy? I felt the little I had eaten rage against my throat. I pressed a hand over my shirt on top of my mouth and begged myself not to be sick. Daddy should never have lost us. Is he looking for us, do you think? Had I found the right one? What if it was the daddy that had been attacking and not this one? Killing this one would be useless for now. If that was the case, it would prevent it eating in the future. We're hungry again. Do we have any left? Scraping of hard things against rock underneath me felt like they were scraping against my spine, too. No, nothing left. As it scratched some more, I bolted, grabbing my crossbow, and half ran, half skidded down the path. There was a crevice, a gully, something to hide in. Yes. I slammed in behind a large boulder, throwing my back against the mountain and aiming my crossbow up. Right above me was a gouge. A sliver of sky peeked between the boulder and the jutting rock overhead. I cast around, looking for anything else that could hide me while providing an opening to shoot. Bright orange feathers jutted up over the edge of the overhang I had just been on. The beak was longer than me. Where it met the head, it was wider than I was tall. A pair of nostrils opened and closed, blowing air as hot as the one coming in from the desert down the gully I hid in. Eyes of gold started a hand's breadth from the top of the nostril, smallest first, ranging along the ridge until the largest at the end, the size of the fountain in the square of Galeness. The pupils were beads within each eye, black as all. It tilted its head back, the wings, all four of them, flaring out behind it and shaking. It stretched like a chicken. I shifted, leaning around the boulder slightly to take in all of the cockpit's glory. The overhang was at least 600 feet over the desert floor, and I clearly saw its head and part of its neck, with the crest of feathers. It was easily 800 lengths tall. This thing was that tall. Just how big was this daddy? Hey, JC! Thank you. It turned, that tail curling up with the sticker up over its back as it walked out into the desert. The heat waves and wind filled with sand whirled around its wings. Its footprints were large enough to crush buildings, but the sand shifted, covering them up in minutes. The head bobbed, slowly receding, until I only saw the tops of the crest. Yeah. So that's the cockpit. Won't read any more of that. And again, I apologize for the snoring dog, but you know, here we are. Oh, goodness. Okay. Now then, if y'all want to choose a page for me to read, you have pages 1 to 593. If you want to make me read a scene or a page. So 1 to 593. Hey, dogs gotta sleep, right? And they always have to sleep when I'm live. That way they can, you know, entertain y'all with snores. Alright, so I am reading from page 233. This is where Steer is, or Austere, I should say, is kind of coaching Nadasha, because he does that a lot. He thinks that he can make her better. You're thinking too much in a place that is not safe for you to do so. Smile or blush. Something to take that thinking look off of your face. I scowled. Better. I would have much preferred a smile, but I shall take it. He pulled back and the music stopped. We clapped for the musicians. The next dance is mine. Why? Don't you have more questions? I do, but won't they? Let them, Steer interrupted. The more pots you have your hands in will keep them guessing about how much you know or don't know. This is all a game for them. Lives don't matter. It is power and knowledge. Perhaps it was his height or how different he was to the rest of them, but no one came up to us during the brief interlude between dances. We started the next dance without that interruption. Odd, I was actually looking for it. If you're going to be smart, you need to play to the enemy. What do you mean? I was better than this, but my thoughts wouldn't solidify on anything but the crowd and his hands. Don't just dance and talk with those you trust. At my snort, his brow quirked again. Or that you think you might trust in the future or downright need. Dance with the other princes, the king, gods. Dance with some of the matrons, council, and the priests if they ever show up. Not a bad idea, I thought. I could get some information too, maybe. Exactly. How old are you? He stared at me, his smile slowly spread. Finally interested? Of course, I purred like I had heard Sela do with Eddie a few times back home. We might need to work on that. Impressive try, though. I wanted to gut him. I'm 28, by the way. Only 5 years older than me, and he was already a prince and worming his way into the position he wanted. Tasp wasn't much older than Austere either. Where had I gone wrong? So yeah. He's trying to help her survive in politics, but yeah. Nadashia's not having any of it. She hates people. Alright, and let me see here. There we go. Alright. And here's another place where Tasp is coaching Nadasha. Try one of his moves or looks. More than one even. I swallowed, rolled my shoulders, and tried Tasp's easy grin. Then I imagined us together, like that one time. That works. What? Austere pushed me toward the mirror. Do it again and see for yourself. I looked absolutely ridiculous. That's not going to do anything for anyone. That's a lie, he said. Why would I do this again? It's called flirting, and it gets you what you need. Do you want a pretty necklace? Find an unattached, gullible thing with money, flirt, ooh and ah over that necklace, and then you will find it around your neck without spending a single bit for it. That's called a gift, and I don't have time to get to know someone well enough for them to spend any kind of money on me. Austere's hand smacked against his forehead before it slid down his face with a heavy sigh deflating his body. I'm not giving up. I am not giving up. But you do have to be the oddest person I know. I shall take that as a compliment. Steer raised a brow. It wasn't meant to be one, but by all means, take it as you will. Yeah. Poor Steer has a long road ahead of him. So yeah, that is more about I'm No Hero. Eva says, congratulations, my copy should arrive soon. Awesome! Awesome, awesome, awesome. And I do have the link pinned to the top of the YouTube chat. But in case y'all want it again, here it is. That is the universal book link. It should take you to, or give you the option to go to any shop where you want to buy your books. But yeah. I was trying to get like a little game up here, but that didn't quite work out either. So yeah. Oh well. Okay. Now then. Alright, so I'm No Hero is live today. We've read a couple of pages. If y'all want to read me some more, if y'all want me to read some more pages, choose one between 1 and 593. And we talked a little bit about the characters. Give me just a second and drink some water. And I apologize for the dogs already. And if you have any questions about anything that you see up here on the screen, like the character aesthetics or the maps or anything like that, let me know and I will do my best to answer them because, you know, I'm the only one that knows everything in and out of I'm No Hero. I hope so. If not, somebody's been sneaky. Right? Right. Alright, so what next? Let's see here. So for those of you who have been kind of following along with the journey, I don't think I have revealed this yet, but I'm No Hero used to be well over 200,000 words. Y'all know that. I've been saying that forever. The first cut was, again, when I transferred everything from my handwritten notebooks to Dabble, to electronic. And that cut, from my count, it was at least 6 pages, and with 6 pages being 250 words each, that was well over 12,000 words. So that was the first cut, and that was before I knew it was over 200,000 words. The second cut, I did not keep track of because it was words here and there. It was basically a line edit where I tried to make everything sound better and to shorten up some sentences, tighten up my verbiage, and all that good stuff. So unfortunately, I did not keep track of that. If I did, I have lost that note somewhere. I did have a lot of things in Notion, but then somehow those pages got deleted in Notion. I'm not sure how. Maybe I was having a moment late night, one night or something. I don't know. But then the third cut came around, and I did keep track of that because I cut everything out and pasted it into another document. This document is 33,826 words. That was the third cut from I'm No Hero. And that brought I'm No Hero to 198,000 words and some change. Because it is still a beast. I mean, this is a 6x9 book, and it is well over an inch thick. It is about 1.5 inches thick. So yeah, third cut was 33,000 words, first cut was 12,000 words, and the second cut in between there, I am not sure how many words I cut. So needless to say, I do believe that I'm No Hero was 250,000 words and some change when I first started, if not 260,000 words and some change. Yeah, it's a big book. More than likely, the more I get comfortable writing and find my own voice, this will be revised eventually. It might be next year, it might be a couple of years down the road, but the first edition is good. It's good. I wanted to get it out here. So yeah, it is what it is, and I'm proud of it to an extent, and I do love this story. I love Nadasha. I love Austere, and I love Tasp and Blairy and Spacia and Sterla and all of them. I do. I love my characters. I am a very character driven and place driven kind of writer. I love describing my places. So yeah. Alright. So since it looks like I don't have any pages popping up, making sure that Streamlabs is popping up my chat like it should be. It is. Okay, cool. So since I'm not getting any pages or anything to read, I think I will let y'all go so you can finish out your day however you need to. I hope you like I'm No Hero, and you leave a review. Hopefully I won't give you a snore fest like the dogs in the background. I will have a short video up soon about my visit to the book warehouse in Easley, South Carolina that we did yesterday. That's the reason why Breaking the Block wasn't here, and it was over on Mama Maggie's channel. And I, of course, will have my usual live stream Thursday morning at 9 AM Eastern. We can talk a little bit more about I'm No Hero during the chats if you want. But, yeah. Mel's like, no spoilers. Plus driving. Yeah. Mel is... She's probably seen the most of I'm No Hero other than Gonzo, my husband. And, yeah. Really, Hunter? So yeah, hope you enjoy. The link is in the chat. It's pinned over in YouTube. It's also down in the descriptions as well. Thank you for joining me. Thank you, Cat Paw, for all the party little icons things. It has been a blast writing my first book and getting it out. I will have another book out next month. At least I hope. This one is under Sam Wicker. You can follow me over on Amazon. I think I've got, well, Amazon is still very, very slow about authorizing my author page. It's been like 2.5 weeks. I probably should have tried to do that sooner, but you live and you learn, right? But you can follow me here on all of my social medias. Everything is down in the description box below. Instagram is my favorite to update y'all on, but Facebook is good too. Eventually, when I get more books out, I will have a group possibly for Sam Wicker and SW Lupine, which is my pen name, which is what the next book is going to be coming out under, is SW Lupine. Yes, next month. I'm hoping that it will be November 18th. That way people could possibly get it before Thanksgiving if they want an escape from their family. So they can have an excuse to read. But it might be a little bit later than that because I'm still going through some beta notes and I'm still going to do at least one more round of edits. And then I've got a format. And me and formatting don't really get along all that well. So it might be after Thanksgiving, but it is going to definitely be in the month of November. And it's called Capture the Empress. There are a couple of videos where I talk about Capture the Empress, of course, and there's 100 of videos where I talk about I'm No Hero. Yeah, that it is a good point. Formatting is the devil. Just, it's the devil. That is probably going to be the first thing that I hire out whenever I get rich and famous, is formatting. Just because. Then, let's see, Capture the Empress coming out in November. If I can keep my ducks in a row, the Belle Earth Witch should be out in December, and it's going to be my second book under the Sam Wicker name. And then in February, I will be publishing, hopefully, Daughter of Blood Gold, which will be the second book under the S.W. Lupine pen name. Oh, awesome for setting, you know, dates for yourself. That way, hopefully, I won't see them whoosh by and I have to wave at them. Hopefully I'll get everything done like I want. But anyway, that's probably another story for another video. Again, thank you so much for joining me, and I hope that you enjoy your copy of I'm No Hero. I will have signed copies available soon. I can't promise you exactly when, but there should be a way that I'll send the links out of how you can get them. It'll be on my website, and that is what is kind of holding me up, is the whole website thing and trying to figure out how to do like kind of two different shops on it. But anyway, enjoy I'm No Hero. Thank you